Good day, here are the headlines from the Philippine News Agency. We start with the government's continuous efforts to assist those affected by the El Niño phenomenon. Today is the turn of Sultan Kudarat Province and General Santos City in the grant of assistance to El Niño hit residents, which was led by no less than President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. The President lauds the provincial government and the residents of Sultan Kudarat for keeping peace and order in the province through unified efforts. In a speech during the distribution of financial assistance to farmers, fisherfolk and their families at the Sultan Kudarat Sports and Cultural Center, Marcos said, Sultan Kudarat is a living testament to how unity works in a community. The President led the distribution of 100 million pesos to the provincial governments of Sultan Kudarat and Cotabato for the benefit of farmers and fisherfolk affected by the El Niño phenomenon. He also handed over 50 million pesos each to Sultan Kudarat Governor Datu Pax Ali Manguda Datu and Cotabato Governor Emilu Mendoza.
Sa bagong Pilipinas, nagkakaisa po ang pamahalaan upang sabay-sabay nating mapagtagumpayan ang mga unos at pagsubok ng ating nararanasan. Ang pagbisita namin ngayon ay upang damayan kayo na ngayong panahon ng krisis na matiyak makakarating ang ayuda at serbisyo ng pamahalaan sa inyo na tunay nagsisikap para sa pamilya at para sa bayan.
Following his visit to Sultan Kudarat, Marcos then proceeded to General Santos City to continue providing assistance to El Niño-affected farmers, fisherfolk, and their families. The President led the distribution of cash assistance worth 10,000 pesos each to 30 beneficiaries from the region, as well as 10 million pesos to the city government of General Santos, 50 million pesos to the provincial government of South Cotabato, and 50 million pesos to the provincial government of Sarangani. Several government agencies are present in both provinces to extend various assistance, such as cash aid from the Department of Social Welfare and Development, tulong pang hanap buhay sa ating disadvantaged displaced workers or TUPAD from the Department of Labor and Employment, livelihood toolkits and allowance from the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority or TESDA, and 5 kilos of rice to each beneficiary from the Office of House Speaker Ferdinand Martin Romualdez.
Hindi po ito minsanan lamang. Hindi po ito ginagawa na pagdating lamang na habang nandito ako. Ito ay isang programa na patuloy nating gagawin hanggat kinakailangan. At sana yung mga sa inyo na nangangailangan ng tulong, huwag po kayong nahihiya, huwag po kayong magdalawang isip. Lumapit po kayo sa mga local government, lumapit po kayo sa ating mga iba't ibang ahensya ng gobyerno upang malaman din namin kung sino ang nangangailangan ng tulong upang ito ay mabigyan kaagad namin na matugunan natin at mabigyan natin ng tulong.
Meanwhile, President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. urged all local government units to prepare for the effects of the rainy season due to the expected onset of the La Niña phenomenon. During the distribution of aid to farmers and fisherfolk in Zamboanga City Thursday, Marcos says the world is experiencing extreme weather due to climate change, causing extreme heat and eventually heavy rainfall. He says around 3.6 million Filipinos have already felt the impact of intense heat, while damage to agriculture has already reached 5.9 billion pesos. Marcos assures the national government will assist the affected LGUs, as he called the people, and sectors to coordinate with the affected local governments to avail of government assistance. The El Niño Task Force has assured that mitigation efforts will be implemented to cushion the impact of La Niña. Moving to other stories, the Philippine Military Academy announces today the top cadets of the graduating class of 2024. Leading the pack is a female aspiring Army cadet from Surigao del Norte. Marita Muaje tells us more.
A female Army cadet from Surigao del Norte is the top performer in this year's batch of graduates of the Philippine Military Academy. Cadet First Class Jeanette Elumba was named magna cum laude of PMA Bagong Sinag Class 2024. The 24-year-old cadet from Surigao City will receive the Presidential Sabre, the Philippine Army Sabre, and the JUSMAG Sabre, among other commendations. On second place is Cadet First Class Mark Amuel Boiles, a 21-year-old Air Force aspirant from Novaliches, Quezon City. He will receive the Vice Presidential Sabre, the Philippine Air Force Sabre, and several other commendations. On third place is 22-year-old Cadet First Class Kim Harold Gilo from Villacananga, Butuan City, who will receive the SND Sabre and the Philippine Navy Sabre, among others. The other top cadets are Cyril Joy Masculino, Rosemel Dogelio, Alexa Mai Valen, Floyd Niño Arthur Rojas, Giselle Tong, Danila Marie D. Viray, who is also graduating as cum laude, and Neriva Binag. Aside from Viray, the other cadets who are graduating as cum laude are Cadet First Class Paula Joy Avikivil, Mitzi Binamira, Janila Kalumba, Ronald Itan, Matthew Vince Ichage, Jonel Cabansay, and Christian Nadunza. The other awardees from this year's graduates are Cadet First Class Joshua Adrian Gonzalez, who will receive the Chief of Staff Sabre, Camille Joy Poblete and Jake Matthew for the Athletic Sabre, Leo Ralph Papagayo for the Social Sciences Plaque, Emmanuel Kibal for the Aguinaldo Sabre, Samantha Zinampan for the Department of Tactical Officers Plaque, Joven Modestano for Starman, Miguel Ponce Abisamis for the Navy Courses Professional Plaque, Zita Dewi Nirvana Masakareeng for the Humanities Plaque, Samuel Aldous Garcia for the Chief Justice Sabre, and Tricia Makapul for the Journalism Award. A total of 278 cadets comprise Bagong Sinag Class 2024 with 224 males and 54 females. 144 cadets will serve the Army, 62 will join the Air Force, and 72 will go to the Navy. For the PNA Headlines, I am Marita Muaje.
A Filipino crew member of a Portuguese-flagged ship seized by Iran has been released and is coming home soon, according to the Department of Migrant Workers. DMW Secretary Hans Leo Cacdac says the Filipino was among the 7 crew members of MSC Aries that were freed by Iran. The agency assures it is working with the Foreign Affairs Department in securing the release of the 3 other Filipino crew members of the ship. Portugal's Foreign Ministry announced the release of the crew members on Thursday. Before this, another Indian crew member had already been released. 3 other Filipinos and several others remain on board the MSC Aries. All of the crew members are declared safe. The MSC Aries was seized on April 13 near the Strait of Hormuz amid increasing tensions between Iran and Israel. Iran has claimed the container ship had links to Israel. Some good news to end the week. Motorists fueling up with gasoline can expect some relief as oil industry experts forecast a rollback of 2 pesos and above per liter in gas prices next week. Based on the result of 4-day trading in the regional market, gasoline prices may roll back between 2 pesos and 5 centavos to 2 pesos and 45 centavos. On the other hand, diesel prices will soften by 55 to 95 centavos per liter, and kerosene could go down by 65 centavos to 1 peso and 5 centavos per liter. The Department of Energy reports a more conservative rollback between 2 pesos to 2 pesos and 25 centavos per liter for gasoline, 50 to 85 centavos for diesel, and 90 centavos to 1 peso for kerosene. This is the 3rd straight week of price cuts for gasoline and the 4th for diesel and kerosene. Lodela Romero, Director 3 of the DOE Oil Industry Management Bureau, said the rollback is brought by the drop in oil prices in Asian trade amid an increase in inventories in the United States. Other factors include the strengthening of the dollar and news of a new ceasefire proposal for Gaza that was recently accepted by Hamas officials. And that's the latest and the biggest stories on the PNA Headlines. For more news updates, please visit our website, pna.gov.ph, or our Facebook and X account, Philippine News Agency. The PNA Headlines is also streamed via the Servicio Facebook page. You may also watch the PNA Headlines through the Philippine News Agency's YouTube account via the News and Information Bureau website, nib.gov.ph under PNA News, or on the Facebook page of the Presidential Communications Office, or PCO. I am Benj Bondok. This is the PNA Headlines, bringing stories that unite the nation.